Will everyone please rise for the platform party?
Good morning. It is my privilege to welcome you to Bellevue University's Winter 2025 Commencement. Remain standing. We are going to start our ceremony with the singing of our national anthem by Liz Pettinger, and then Dr. Stephen Lindenberger will give the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
Good morning, graduates, family, and honored guests. Please join me in this opening blessing. Today, we honor the remarkable journeys that have brought each of you to this moment. Every late night effort, every obstacle overcome, and every step forward has shaped the story of your success. As you participate in this graduation, do yourselves a favor. Spend a moment remembering who you were when you started your degree. Take note of who you are today, how your education has shaped you for the better, and those who helped you along that journey. Say thank you. Give them a hug, a firm handshake, a pat on the back. This commencement ceremony is your moment. Step into it with pride, make it your own, and show the world what you're capable of. Thank you.
You may be seated. I want to start by introducing our platform party. As I introduce the members of our board of directors, I ask each member to stand as your name is read. Mr. Ryan Downs, Mr. Keith Edquist, Ms. Gail Seaton, Mr. Gordon Watanabe. Thank you for leading the Bellevue University forward. Next, I would like to introduce special guests of the university, Ms. Nyasha St. Armand Wells, Ms. Diane Mendenhall, Mr. Rohan Chandran, and members of the Bellevue University administration, Dr. Rebecca Murdoch, Dr. Matt Davis, Dr. Mary Dobransky, Dr. Michelle Epler, Ms. Sherry Hutcherson, Dr. James Smith. And seated behind them, some of the people who are most important to our graduates, the distinguished faculty members of Bellevue University. I also want to thank and acknowledge the Plymouth Brass Band for playing the entry music for us and the recessional music. This morning, we would like to take a moment to show our gratitude and great appreciation toward those who serve our country. Bellevue University has proudly added red, white, and blue military service recognition cords to our academic attire. These cords represent veterans or current service members of our armed forces. We would like to invite all our graduates, board members, faculty, staff, and audience members who have served or those who are currently serving in the United States Armed Forces to rise and accept our thanks for your dedication and service. Today's commencement speaker, Diane Mendenhall, became an instant pioneer when she was named president of the Supernovas, Nebraska's first professional volleyball franchise. But it's a role she's been preparing for throughout her athletic and professional career. She first played volleyball on a portable net supported by concrete-filled tires in the backyard. She went on to play volleyball at Ogallala High School and then at the University of Kansas. Before joining the Supernovas, she spent 2 decades at the University of Nebraska helping guide the NU volleyball team to a national championship and managing $72 million in annual revenue as the Senior Associate Athletic Director. During the Supernovas' first season, she set a USA Pro Volleyball attendance record and secured a league championship in a match for $1 million. Under her leadership, the Supernovas achieved the highest average attendance for professional volleyball globally, with nearly 10,000 fans per match. Her career is a testament to what can be achieved through vision, perseverance, and collaboration. I've seen the Supernovas and Diane in action, and today I'm looking forward to the insights she'll share with you. Please help me welcome Diane Mendenhall.
Thank you, President Hawkins, and most of all, thank you for your decades of service and tremendous leadership of this great university, along with assembling the best of the best in the university's board of directors, renowned faculty, and impressive staff. The trajectory of Bellevue University has been and will continue to be phenomenal. Thank you to all of you. A very special appreciation to the men and women in our armed forces with us today. Thank you for keeping us safe. Prayers for all of you. And most importantly, the honorees, the graduates, and their families and friends. I'm extremely humbled to be with you today, a day to celebrate you and this tremendous milestone on your journey. All of you arrived here today on your own unique path. One thing I know is you took a leap of faith in order to do this. It wasn't easy at times, and sacrifices challenged you. But let me tell you this, the dividends will continue to pay out for the rest of your life. Knowledge is power. I'm going to be a little philosophical today. I know you thought that was over with. Seriously, along my life journey, I've discovered a winning philosophy that seems to work. Regardless if I'm in Niagara Falls, New York, Los Angeles, California, or Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Whether I'm working with a corporate CEO, a single mom who's bound and determined to build a better life for her children, or launching a pro volleyball franchise. Today, I want to share 3 key points to that philosophy with you. Guy Dowd said, "We are who we are because of what we've come to believe about ourselves." So what do you believe about you? The cornerstone of this philosophy, number 1, is belief. Tom Jackson, in his book, Guerrilla Tactics in the Market, determined that we see life through 2 paradigms, just 2. The first paradigm is, this is the way it is. As I relate this to pro volleyball and the Supernovas, looking through the lens of this paradigm, we would have said, we only have 6 months to put together a franchise and compete in a 16,000-seat arena. That's not enough time. We're setting ourselves up for failure. It'll never work. This is the way it is. Instead, we chose to live in Tom Jackson's second paradigm, a paradigm of this is the way it can be. Our belief was, wow, the opportunity to bring professional volleyball to the United States. We'll tap into our connections, assemble a talented team, and together we'll make history. This is the way it can be. 2 choices in life. This is the way it is, or this is the way it can be. The philosopher von Goethe said, look at a man the way he is, and he only becomes worse. Look at him the way he could be, and he becomes what he should be. Relating to this to all of you as graduates today, you could operate from that first paradigm of this is the way it is. You would say, wow, it seems like everyone has it figured out. I don't have clarity in my future. It's hard for me to celebrate when I don't know what's next. For me, that's just the way it is. I know all of you will leave here today in that second paradigm of this is the way it can be. You would state, it seems like everyone has it figured out. This university have given us such a leg up on our career trajectory. I know if I leverage my network, the opportunities will give me clarity. And with this diploma that I'll soon receive in hand, the world is my oyster, because this is the way it can be. In Greek mythology, there was a sculptor named Pygmalion. Pygmalion sculpted this beautiful female statue. He believed in her so much that the Greek gods smiled down on Pygmalion and brought her to life. Thus is born the Pygmalion effect. You get what you expect. the interpersonal expectancy theory. Granted, it's accompanied with hard work and perseverance, etc. With that said, just watch and listen. You'll see this all the time. And sport is the perfect arena because there's measurable outcome. Here's an example from my life. Upon the retirement of Hall of Fame coach Terry Pettit in 2000, John Cook took over as the head coach of Nebraska volleyball. He brought me in as his director of operations, all new assistant coaches, and an entire new staff. Coach Pettit met with us as he handed over the reins regarding the team that we would be inheriting. He framed it this way: for the 2000 season, you'll sit your best player and future Olympian, Nancy Maindrine Metcalf. Due to her time with the national team, we need to rest her shoulder. You'll bring her back for the 2001 season, along with 3 sophomores who will gain another year of experience. You'll be positioned to win the national championship in 2001. Plus, the 3 seniors this year won't be big contributors, and they will have graduated. The directive he gave us: run this season as if it's your dress rehearsal to win the national championship in 2001. And so we did. We ran it as if it was a full dress rehearsal. What makes this interesting is we failed to tell the team it was a dress rehearsal. They thought it was real. So how'd they do? They went on to win the national championship, and only the second team in NCAA history to go undefeated at 34-0, with our best player on the bench. Those 3 sophomores who supposedly needed more experience were all named first-team All-Americans. And those 3 seniors, who are not supposed to be big contributors, may arguably have been the best captains in Nebraska volleyball history. They expected to win, and they believed it to their core in what could be. Thus, the Pygmalion effect. You get what you expect. It was Oliver Wendell Holmes that stated, once the mind has been expanded by a new idea or concept, it will never be satisfied by going back to where it was. Number 1, belief. Believe it to your core. Believe in that can-be paradigm. The second aspect of this philosophy was something I learned from one of my favorite mentors, Boyd Epley. The second one is the great ones adjust. As we launched the Supernovas, I told our staff from day 1, and we reiterated it every day, we're building this airplane while we're flying it. What's the first thing a flight attendant tells you during her safety announcement prior to taking off on an airplane? Fasten your seatbelts in case you encounter unexpected turbulence. In the days, months, and years ahead, you're going to experience some unexpected turbulence. And remember, the great ones adjust. Many of you remember Blockbuster, yes? Some of you remember Blockbuster way back when? For those of you that don't, the young ones in the crowd, in the 90s and early 2000s, this is where you would go to rent videos to watch movies in your home. I know, archaic. In 1997, there were 2 young men, Mark Randolph and Reed Hastings, who started a company called Netflix, a company that would actually mail the videos you selected to your home, guaranteeing you would have the movie you wanted every single week, and then you'd simply mail it back. In 2000, although they were not profitable, yet believing in their company and the process so much, they decided to pitch it to Blockbuster and offer it to sell it to them. They met with Blockbuster's executives and pitched selling their not profitable yet company to them for $50 million. The Blockbuster executives literally laughed them out of the room. And as Mark Randolph states, if you're not willing to disrupt yourself, there will always be someone willing to disrupt your business for you. So the great ones adjust. And adjust they did, embracing the fact that when you're uncomfortable is when you grow. They decided to go all in on a new technology service that would allow people to start streaming the movies into their home. And the rest is history. Today, Netflix is valued at over $150 billion. $150 billion. And Blockbuster went from 9,000 stores nationwide to 1. Bertie Einstein stated, "The measure of one's intelligence is the ability to change." The great ones adjust, and they adjust because they have an anchor. They have a why. Mark Twain stated, "The two most important days in your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why." So what's your why? There's one aspect of this philosophy that seems to be consistent in all elements of success, which brings us to number 3. It's not about you. Dean Smith, the godfather of North Carolina basketball, stated it best, "My job as a coach and a leader is to help them embrace the fact that they're part of something much bigger than themselves." One of the best examples was several years back. We were hosting an event in Kansas City, and our honoree was former Kansas City Chief Will Shields. We're having a Q&A with him, and a young 9-year-old boy says, "Mr. Shields, what was your proudest moment in your life?" You know, the audience is thinking, wow, I wonder if it's one of the 11 times he was a Pro Bowler, or maybe when he was NFL Man of the Year. Will immediately responded, "My proudest moment was when I was in college and I played football for the Huskers. I had a deaf teammate, Kenny Walker. My proudest moment is when Kenny Walker made his first big play. And all 76,000 fans stood up and did the silent cheer." For Will Shields, it wasn't about him and it wasn't about his accolades. It was about his teammate. The most successful people, teams, companies have this selfless focus on making each other great. Their family, their company, and their relationships. One of the best examples of this happened right here on this campus this year. Your head volleyball coach, Trish Sedlick, who I've known since she was a college player. I'm admitting how old I am. She took her team on an amazing journey this year. But to understand the breadth of this journey, you have to go back 2 years. In describing this to me, she said, 2 years ago, I came to the point that she realized the program was heading in the wrong direction, and it needed a big cultural shift. She literally had to put her ego aside. And when you do that, you embrace the fact it's not about you. Coach Sedlick pulled in people she trusted, like President Hawkins and others, and made some really hard decisions. Like the great ones, she had to adjust. She placed her complete focus on the student athletes she was entrusted with. As she said to me, "There's someone's daughter that I have for a short while." She had a group of sophomores who helped orchestrate this cultural shift and stuck with her for 4 years. That's a rarity in college athletics these days. All together, they went on a journey of growth to build a culture of unconditional trust in each other with a united focus on their belief of what can be. When you take a team to that trust level, you unleash them to accomplish things that they've never dreamt of. A leader's responsibility is to take those they're entrusted with to a place they've never been before. Coach Sedlick led this group of women hand in hand to the NAIA National Championship match, where they took on the defending national champions and they took them to the brink, falling to them in the fifth and final set. 2 years ago, Coach Sedlick and this group of seniors that stuck together believed in what can be. They adjusted like the great ones do, and they cast their self-interest aside and played for each other. They overachieved and made it to the pinnacle of their sport. No, it wasn't the outcome they wanted. But what I do know is when you win at the highest levels, what you remember the most is the journey and who was on this road with you. Tomorrow, you begin a new journey with a diploma that you'll soon receive in your hands. Just as those seniors trusted Coach Sedlick, you have trusted Bellevue University, this faculty and staff. You've invested in them, and they have invested in you. And together, on this journey, they've equipped you to do extraordinary things. You will forever be part of this institution. Remember, number one, belief, and live in that can-be paradigm. Some days it will be so hard, and you'll want to retreat to that woe is me, this is the way it is paradigm. Just keep the focus and believe in what can be. And then, when necessary, like the great ones, adjust. Yes, it can be uncomfortable. It can be unexpected turbulence. That's when growth happens, and that's what makes this journey so gratifying. Lastly, and most importantly, it's not about you. Strive to establish that unconditional trust with all those that surround you, your family, your friends, your colleagues, and all those you are hand in hand with on this journey of life. Remember, every day you're playing for something greater than yourself. Congratulations, graduates. May your journey be blessed.
Diane's story is inspiring. There are going to be so many stories that each of you will write in your own way. It may not be volleyball, it may not be the first pro team, it may not have anything to do with sports, but her courage in what she is doing is influencing so many young people and this state. We're so thankful that you came to speak to us today, Diane. Thank you. An important tradition at Bellevue University is to select a student from the graduating class to speak on behalf of the graduates. Students are nominated by faculty, staff, and fellow students. They compete for the honor, and the faculty selects by ballot the person they believe best represents the graduating class. Nyasha St. Armand Wells, today's speaker, has a story that many of you will find inspiring. She was born in Haiti and spent her life between Haiti and New York before settling in San Antonio, Texas. Growing up, Nyasha faced challenges in the classroom due to undiagnosed ADHD, autism, and dyscalculia. She earned her undergraduate degree in 2016 and served in the Air Force, where she achieved significant personal and professional goals. Rejections from other universities might have discouraged some, but Nyasha's determination brought her to Bellevue University. Thanks to Bellevue's belief in students, she was given a second chance, and today she graduates with a Master of Science in Criminal Justice degree. Nyasha's next goal is to attend law school so that she can advocate for others and help them find justice. Her brother Richard, her cousin Judith, and her aunt Alcida are here to share in her wondrous story. Please join me in welcoming your 2025 Winter Commencement speaker, Nyasha St. Armand Wells.
Good morning. President Hawkins, Executive Committee, Board of Directors, faculty, graduating class of 2025, family, friends, and guests, welcome. There's a Haitian proverb that says, "Piti piti, oiseau fait nichli." Little by little, the bird builds its nest. When I hear these words, I picture a bird carefully gathering materials to build something strong and lasting. Like that bird, each of us has built our success with resilience and determination. Today, we celebrate the foundations we've created, not as individuals, but as a community. My journey to this moment has been anything but traditional. Growing up in Haiti, I was frequently sent to the director's office for being désordre, meaning a troublemaker. In a school system where discipline was met with corporal punishment, my behavior clashed with cultural expectations. Outside of the classroom, the path was just as hard. I walked through streets filled with protests, violence, and the fear of kidnappings. At home, I studied under the flickering light of an oil lamp and sometimes a leftover candle. When I moved to the US, my cousin Judith became my greatest supporter, helping me learn English within a month. She did everything she could to help me prosper, as so many others did. But despite our efforts, we heard the same comments from parent-teacher meetings. She's intelligent and full of potential, but she talks a lot and distracts others. That pattern followed me to college, where I navigated undiagnosed ADHD, autism, and dyscalculia. I struggled with focusing, organization, and even basic math. As a result, I was on academic probation multiple times. By the time I graduated in 2016, I had a 2.3 GPA. I was really ashamed of myself. I had fallen short of what I was capable of. Determined to prove my worth, I enlisted in the Air Force a few months later. I set 3 goals for myself: make commander's honor roll, promote early, and commission as an officer. I achieved the first 2 and redefined success on my own terms, accomplishing far more than I anticipated. But something was still missing. So I decided to pursue my master's, a second chance to rewrite my academic story and to pursue my dream of law school. But the road wasn't easy. Rejection after rejection reminded me of my GPA's weight. Despite waivers, recommendation letters, and proof of my growth, every email began with, "We regret to inform you." Each rejection felt like a verdict on my abilities, until Bellevue University gave me a chance. That acceptance wasn't just an opportunity. It was hope. Balancing life as a military member, wife, student, and mother of a toddler and newborn was overwhelming. However, with the proper resources, I began to excel in my courses. But today isn't just about me. It's about all of our accomplishments. Everyone here has faced trials that tested their strength. Some of you were raising families, working long hours, and even serving in the armed forces. all while pursuing your degrees. And let's not forget the days fueled by caffeine, the occasional drink or two, and the sheer willpower wondering how we get it all done. That's why I chose the Haitian proverb, Petit petit oiseau fait nichli. Little by little, the bird builds its nest. Each branch represents our daily efforts, studying late, diving into extensive research, and writing countless papers. It reminds us that lasting success takes time and perseverance, ensuring that we pick the appropriate materials to support our aspirations. And I couldn't have done this alone. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank my husband, Michael, my children, Zuri, Michael the fourth, my in-laws, my aunts Marie-Lude and Marie-Flo, my brother Richard, Judith, and many more who supported me. To all of you, remember to thank those who stood by your side. Their presence is as vital as the milestones we celebrate today. As we prepare to move forward, let's continue to strive for better, embrace challenges, and never forget to go at your own pace. Now, with a strong foundation beneath us, it's time to take flight and soar toward the futures we've earned. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
I'm always in awe of the student stories, and I heard some last night at open house. We heard Nyasha's today. Our student body is one that overcomes and perseveres and sets goals and sticks with it. These stories are absolutely inspiring. Thank you, Nyasha. And now, we will begin the conferral of degrees and recognition of our graduates. Would Mr. Ryan Downs please come forward? Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Director Downs, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you and the board of directors these candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for designated Bellevue University degrees.
By virtue of the chartered power granted by the state of Nebraska to the Bellevue University Board of Directors, and by reason of recommendation from the president and faculty of Bellevue University, be it known to all those present on behalf of and in the name of the Board of Directors, I hereby confer the designated degrees upon the candidates, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
You may be seated. Will Dr. Rebecca Murdoch please come forward to present the doctoral and PhD degrees from the College of Business?
Today, we begin the degree awards with the hooding ceremony for the PhD and doctoral graduates. The graduates from the PhD program in Human Capital Management and the graduates of the Doctorate in Business Administration program being honored today join more than 115 graduates of these programs who are exemplary leaders and scholars across the globe. We are very pleased today to present one graduate from the PhD program in Human Capital Management and two graduates from the DBA program in Business Administration. Dr. Mary Hawkins and Brian Downs will assist in hooding our doctoral graduates and awarding their diplomas. Also participating in the hooding are the graduates' dissertation chairs, Dr. Stephen Linneberger and Dr. Greg Ashley. Mohammed Ali. Dr. Ali's dissertation is titled, The Arab Muslims' Immigrant Experience Starting a New Business in New Jersey. Daniel J. Hugh Boutwell. Dr. Boutwell's dissertation is titled, Perceptions of Incentivizing Managerial Choices and Implications for Decision-Making in Teams, a Qualitative Phenomenological Study. Michaela Abba-Varai. Dr. Varai's dissertation is titled, An Agentic Perspective of Turnover, the Interplay of Psychological Empowerment, Job Crafting, Person-Job Fit, and Proximal Withdrawal States. We commend our doctoral graduates for achieving this high academic honor. Congratulations to all, and you may return to your seats. We will now present to you the Graduate Studies degrees from the College of Business. Will Ms. Gail Seaton please come forward to present diplomas? Kofivi Agbalati. Tad Aaron Anderson. Elizabeth Aroke Asamai. Ashley Lynn Bierman. Courtney J. Chavez. Heather Crane DeJarnay. Rain Ellen Clarkson. Chaim Diaz. Katie Espinoza. Sarah Lynn Exline. Iman Ghanem. Mohsin Ali Hassan. Angela Simonosa Hyatt. Swati Kazana. Christina McElrath. Jason Norman. Jinendra Danish Bakiwa. Gibertine Miriam Ziba. Sierra Paige Ramos. Yogesh Regmi. Kevin Reyes. Trevor Schnabel. Jayla Elizabeth Seeley. Catherine Shaver. Berul Simpson. Jason Andrew Solinger. Jody Vincent. Ashley White. Lizette Alvarez Cook. Candace Nicole Greenagen Dixon. Yadira Garola. Ashton Beth Young. Satyalati Kardamiese. Heidi Joe Laners. Desiree Quinn. Brandon Rickard. Kimberly J. Rusk. Kelly Semino. James Ticobe Gonzalez. Erica Bradley. Michaela Elizabeth Carney. Brenda K. Goodell. Sydney Danielle Haugard. Gabriella Jolynn Lewis. Carla Melendez Rivera. Miranda Mullinex. Angelica Olmedo. Martha Nuno. Caitlin Victoria Petty. Frances Marie Johnson. Brian Boschis Lindis. Haley Elizabeth Plasek. Marissa Christine Biggs. Jacinda Box. Krista Post. Tommy Lee Garrett II. Jenna Renee Medley. Candace Lynn Weckwire. This concludes the graduate degrees in the College of Business. Thank you, Ms. Seaton. You may be seated. To present the graduate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences, I call forward Dr. Michelle Epler, Dean of the College. Will Mr. Keith Edquist please come forward to present diplomas?
Andrea S. Hall. Ramona Barty. Misty Marie Sweezy. Jamie A. Adams. Holly Elizabeth Andreessen. Christine Amanda Barnes. Erin Bornicke. Samantha Jeanette Christensen. Roger Louis Semino. Robert J. Davis. Bridget Nicole Duval. Jared Felicetti. Lauren N. Ferguson. Destiny Lachey Gamble. Margot Golden. Catherine Ann Hernandez. Amy Jo Hilliker. Grace Humphreys. Alex Lynn Gines. Jeremiah David Jones. Tyler Miles. Ellie Mosher. Cheyenne S. Moses. Melissa Marie Paul. Michelle Roberts. John Sanford. Sophia Renee Shack. Karina E. Schindler. Jordan S. Yance. Journey Lee Avila. Amy Jo Cords. Taylor Ray Knopick. Allison Lake Atterbury. Allison A. Hafner. Catriona Norman. Kathleen Marie Wolf. This concludes the graduate degrees in the College of Arts and Science. Thank you, Mr. Edquist. You may be seated. To present the graduate degrees for the College of Science and Technology, I call forward Dr. Mary Dabrowski, Dean of the College. Will Sherry Hutchinson please come forward to present diplomas?
Emily Marissa Echeverria Alvarez. Keswencida Vivienne Ilbodo. Aliyah Shodomaid. Vaishnavi Katakota. Priya Chandran Gunaseri. Kadga Tapa. Abhishek Upadhyay. Daniel Wolde Georgid. Hannah Grace Johnson. Niasha St. Aromand Wells. Tamika Lachelle Stewart. Christopher Ryan Gittinger. Harry Beck. Samuel Aboya. Dheeraj Madhukar Bankar. Barbara Jean. Bryce Kirby. Ruben Martor. Jared K. McLeod. Serena Farah Nocum. Kalyan Kishore Potanini. Kabindra Senapati. Ramesh Talapaneni. Dahlia Tavazan Dykstra. Jose Alvarez Gomez. Madeline Betterton. Matthew David Ottoman. Jonathan Edward Becker. Zayana Boykin. Douglas Byron Frankston. Angela Howarth. Barbara Simons. James Patrick Thomas. Kevin Osmar Arias. Nicole Repo. Rachel Y. Sheen. Martin L. Young. Latoya Maureen. Cassidy Ray Anderson. This concludes the graduate degrees in the College of Science and Technology. Thank you. Ms. Hutcherson, you may be seated. Now we will recognize those receiving their undergraduate degrees by beginning with Dr. Rebecca Murdoch from the College of Business. Will Mr. Gordon Watanabe please come forward to present diplomas?
Clay Isaac Cecil. Tara Gentry. Colin Joseph Kudlatz. Sarah McTeague. Andrew Nessheim. Ariania Reed. Sean Michael Richter, cum laude. Kellen Christopher Sayer. Anadina Cantu. Caleb Claude. Colby Lane Easterberg. Elea E. Hurd. Haley R. Jones. Lacey J. Ludwig. Perla Mendoza Tejas. Francesca Molano. Jennifer Lynn Moss. Molly Rose Nigren. Janine Honorata. Diane C. Parrish. Jacob J. Cover. Matthias Daniel Dureen. Sarah Elizabeth Garcia. Austin John Lucart. Jason McKetchin. Kelsey Cherie Prachel. Andrew James Strikey, summa cum laude. Micah and Tony Wheeler. Ashley Holtmeyer. Amy Lee Lindsley. Pa Hualo. Mary Jill McKnight. Kenda Nickerson. Golda Philip Acoy. Sydney Rankin. Irina Romero. Tabitha Ivan Sepulveda. James Steinmetz, cum laude. Barbara Eunice. Thank you, Mr. Watanabe. You may be seated. Will Ms. Diane Mendenhall please come forward to present diplomas? Sandra Andre. Christine Elizabeth DeLuna. Jalishka Lopez with distinction. Michelle Marie Medina. Michaela P. Blocklinger. Mary Catherine Dameron. Mercury Bill Guemo. Benjamin Wines. Amanda McClevey. Rosemillion Philip Marcellin. Tony Nichelle Smith. Christopher Walkert. Sonia Bailey. Gina Marie Konawan. Melissa Jean Shabzu. Clara B. Dollaway. Wileen Rochelle Hennig. Olivia Martin. Sarah Christine Nichols. Janice T. Wallweber. Jeremy Samples. Hadil Alanbaki with distinction. Joseph Vernon Brond with distinction. Ronnie Cagle. Thomas Chastain, cum laude. Katja Chisholm. Adrian Armando Clara Villabus with distinction. Alexander Fleurfleece with distinction. Mario Pacifico Garcia, cum laude. Mohammed Lango. Mita Long. Emerence Kene Notiba, cum laude. Kayvon Renee Rowe, summa cum laude. Brooks Schonecker. John Sykes. Christopher Lee Smith. Sinel Spinks. Christian Eduardo Ure Salguero with distinction. Thank you, Ms. Mendenhall. You may be seated. To present the undergraduate degrees from the College of Arts and Science, I call forward Dr. Michelle Epler, Dean of the College. Will Mr. Ryan Downs please come forward to present diplomas?
Krista May Carrillo. Destiny Lachelle Cole. Shannon Marie Krellin. Maya Zakem. Miranda Finkrell. Davina Griffith, summa cum laude. Ikaite Young. Skylar Page Long. Jenny Lundy. Heather Melton. Melanie Renee Miller. Lillian Murphy. Samantha Elizabeth Nolette. Christine Orenday. Sarah Jo Sams. Angela Wilhite. Jasmine Garrison. Erica Pierce. Raven Skythe. Faith Loudon. Jessica Lee Reyes Rice, cum laude. Katie Ann Leonard. Haley Marie Miracle, summa cum laude. Alexander Poe. Elijah Borson, summa cum laude. Haley H. Fleischman, magna cum laude. Maxwell Joseph Lambert. Dustin J. Shorey, with distinction. Fawn Breakwell. Lauren Christine Chetty. Charity A. Klein. Brittany Ann Nolte. Elizabeth A. Ramirez, summa cum laude. Courtney Wheeler, with distinction. Caden Reed Young. Connor Claire Isaacson Church. Marquita Cribbs. Joshua Ryan Noonan. This completes the undergraduate degrees for the College of Arts and Sciences. Thank you, Mr. Ryan Downs. You may be seated. To present the undergraduate degrees from the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management, I do call forward Dr. Matt Davis, Dean of the College. Will Ms. Gail Seaton please come forward to present diplomas?
You ready? Crystal Unaware, cum laude. Carissa Elizabeth Dabb. Rudolph Daly, cum laude. Deborah Forney. Alexis Isaiah Headley, cum laude. Anna Hay Headley. Chavaniz Osborne, cum laude. Christina Price, with distinction. Naquinta White. Angela Marie Allen. Camden Charlotte Arnold, with distinction. Joseph Adrian Blondo. Sarah Burton, summa cum laude. Caleb E. Coney, cum laude. Christina M. Crespo. Justin Lyra Dirk, cum laude. Austin A. Engel. Labette Everett, magna cum laude. Nancy Lee Farley. Rochelette Gray. Christine Gugelman, cum laude. Daniel H. Infantini Eichner. Candace G. Jordan, magna cum laude. Patricia A. Lang. Julia I. Matheny, with distinction. Khalees Moore. Natalie Marie Moore, with distinction. Colleen Powell. Sydney D. Reynolds, magna cum laude. Nancy M. Roden. Ruth M. Ruiz, magna cum laude. Brianna Schneider, magna cum laude. Denise Sabrian, magna cum laude. Jacob Simmons. Brandon M. Wakeman. Josiel Salvo Wells. Sky Ray Wenzel. Patricia Wessick. Gregory E. Whitehead, magna cum laude. This concludes the undergraduate degrees in the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management. Thank you, Ms. Seaton. You may be seated. And to present the undergraduate and associate degrees from the College of Science and Technology, I call forward my colleague, Dr. Mary Dobransky, Dean of the College. Will Mr. Rohan Shadran please come forward to present diplomas?
Andrew L. Adams. Kendall Victoria E. Barnes. Thomas Richard Brown, cum laude. Melissa Corgan, summa cum laude. Georgina Flores. Robert Johan Fuentes. Karina Apodaca Garcia, magna cum laude. Jessica R. Henkelman. Stephen Philip Dubois, cum laude. Caitlin A. Erickson. Timothy J. Knupp. Christian Fidalgo Sr. Ty William Harold. Ethan Maynard. Robert Mercure. Jeremy Robert Nelson with distinction. Kyle Stout. Fernanda Vieira Diaz. Gerardo Zaragoza. Timothy Hahn. Sinai Bernal. Jose Lowther. Cassandra McBride. Alexis Jean Pearson. Brian Providence. Sydney Sledge, summa cum laude. Nicole Black. Garrett Brayman. Alec Champion. Luis Garcia Martinez. Abhi Prabha Gopal, summa cum laude. Sean Demetrius Harge, Jr. Yao Rasmus Katikote. David James Klug. Sergio Laura. Michael George Malay. Suzanne Marl Manangas. Zachariah Sawadugo. Robert Stanley II with distinction. Michelle L. Valencia. Jerry Brim, cum laude. Justina Francis, summa cum laude. Ashley Hoover. Marcus Nip. Allison Nakolatabu, summa cum laude. Lindy Pleiss. Caitlin Danielle Volrath. Molly Catherine Garrison. Alexis Marie Cars, summa cum laude. Cassidy Stewart. Tiana Hamilton. Brad Jabu. Simon Gatungo. Jaden Elia Jernigan. Warren Jaleel McRae. Elizabeth Ann Nelson. Kevin Rivera Calzada. Aiden Trusty. Ricardo Alarco. Christina Arseno. Albert Podest, summa cum laude. Carol Rubio Acosta. Jamie Lee Sosnowski. Janet Marie Wiskowski. James Walter Adling, summa cum laude. Jordan Cedillo. Sean Haith. Michael McNaughton. Jordan Wayne Montgomery. Kelsey Renee Nicholas. Alyssa Renee Ron. Savannah Nicole Royer. Adam Sparrow. Courtney Schrick, magna cum laude. Donald R. Voll. Taj Zook. Andrew D. Bach. Samsak Bobby Bunchalern, cum laude. Samaya Ford. Joshua W. Ham. Dominique Monroe, with distinction. Alyssa LaBelle. Marshall Huckins. Jeremy A. Lates. Jun Young Kim. Jack William Cole. Barosa Gauchen Takali. September LaShawn Davis. Benjamin Allen Haig. Catherine Dempsey. Donald Calvert, highest honors. This concludes the undergraduate and associate degrees in the College of Science and Technology. Thank you, Mr. Shendron. You may be seated.
Okay, will the graduating class please rise? You can move your tassel from the left to the right. Graduates, before you sit down, we're going to turn the tables. Now you can thank all of these people who helped you get where you are today. You may be seated. As you leave here today, you will make moves in your career and your personal life. Knowing that, we've given each of you a copy of the book, Job Moves, a new book by Ethan Bernstein, Michael Horn, and Bob Mesta. We work with Michael, and he spoke at a Bellevue University commencement last year. He gifted you, our graduates, this year, the book, and he wanted me to share the following message with you. You all have been the beneficiary of, and more importantly, taken advantage of, one of the most innovative colleges in the country. No matter what your next goal is or where you're headed, remember this: what you will do is more important than what you will be. Think progress, not perfection, to move toward a tomorrow that is better than today. Congratulations. Now, everyone please stand as we conclude our ceremony with a benediction by Stephen Linenberger.
As we close this ceremony, we honor the resilience that defines this graduating class. You have balanced career, athletic, military, family, and community responsibilities, proving that determination can conquer any barrier. You are now a graduate of Bellevue University. Take pride in this achievement. It reflects your discipline, focus, and the belief that education transforms lives. You are now a part of a community of change makers ready to lead and serve. As you move forward, stay bold in your ambitions, steady in your purpose, and generous in your impact. The skills you've learned and the challenges you've overcome are just the beginning of your story. Congratulations, graduate. The future is yours. Make it extraordinary. Thank you.